Each letter is using different font. The style is different, the color is different, and some is serif, some is sans serif. What the designers have done absolutely beautiful and amazing is that they incorporated, but the teaser and the trailer that was released earlier, it has fonts continuously changing, and that is brilliant. That is just brilliant because hi everyone, welcome to a new video on Adra Studios, and today we are discussing about Loki. And I have been waiting for this thing for a long time because obviously we are a fan of Marvel, and getting a whole new series, that too of Loki, is just amazing. And one thing that you might be thinking that wait, I thought this channel is for design and video kind of thing, and it is for that because we are not discussing the plot, we are not reviewing the series. Anyway, we haven't seen it, but we are not basically what we are here for is we are looking at the title of the Loki and the poster that they released and the choices that they made from designer's point of view, and not reviewing the series as of itself. So let's begin. Before we dive right into it, I want to put up a disclaimer kind of a thing, in a sense that I understand that the creators that are creating Lokis and working at Marvel are great at what they do. So in no way we are criticizing their work or even not reviewing their work. What we are doing is reacting to it and discussing it so that we as a designer, as a community, can grow. What we are doing here is trying to review the work that someone else has created and trying to analyze it, because once we know the tools and the mindset they had, so we can understand it and we can incorporate those kind of things in our own work, not exactly copying it but learning from it. So when looking at the Loki's poster, there is something very distinct about the poster than the rest of the Marvel posters, as the rest of the Marvel posters is mostly the collage, a big collage of every character and everyone. But now in Loki, the whole poster is for him. There is no other character that is taking up the place there. It's kind of a modern vibe, but exactly at the same time, I am really interested in the typography of this poster, because if you can see, we have never seen such kind of typography or title in any of the posters, as I cannot recall one. Each letter is using different font, the style is different, the color is different, even though it has the same aesthetic kind of vibe, but it's very different. And some is serif, some is sans serif, some is modern, like the L of the Loki. I read somewhere that it is from Hulk, the Incredible Hulk. It is the same font that was used in the Incredible Hulk, and they used it here. And the O is from the Thor. If we just focus on the typography, as we can see, the 4 letters of Loki, all of those are using different font, and the font necessarily isn't a very clear one, is not sharing any vibe of it, it's not sharing the characteristics of the font, but it's just separate, and we'll discuss why is it so later. By the way, if you're liking this content till now, please subscribe. I am planning to upload more videos like this, so I'll get an idea that you like such kind of content. So hit that subscribe button please. And some of the font could be considered serif and some sans serif. As we see in the trailer, the poster has only, obviously it has one set of fonts, but the teaser and the trailer that was released earlier, it has fonts continuously changing, and that is brilliant. That is just brilliant because later, the dominant color in this is green and gray. And you must be wondering, I know green is the color for Loki and they're doing a perfect job in it. They are not overusing it, they're not underusing it, but they have a palette for it with a different saturation and brightness values of the green. And what strikes me the most is, since Loki is considered as a god, but he's also a god of mischief, and whenever we used to see witches in the cartoon, the cauldron that they used to boil their stuff in, that was always green, and the green color is also associated with the witches. And I think Marvel is going, even though it is shown in the comics as well, but in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they are also using that technique, and they are not overusing it. Like, they don't have Loki covered in green and everywhere green. It's just the font that is so well done that I cannot do anything but just appreciate it. And I wonder why I didn't come up with something like this earlier. So that's the font part. We discussed the font, yes. We discussed the color, yes. And we'll discuss why is it so in later part of the video. Now discussing the composition. As I discussed earlier, a lot of the Marvel posters is mostly collages, and there's a reason for it. There's a video, I think on the Marvel Studio page only, where they ran a experiment in which one poster was that collage template kind of thing, and the other one was cartoon or cartoonish illustrations, or maybe just a symbol for the superhero. And most of the people who were shown both the posters, they decided they would want to watch a movie that has a poster of real people and they can see as many faces as they can. So yes, and the other part was like people were not interested in watching something if that's animated, or even the recent Spider-Man movies. The Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse, has the least box office collections, which is not good because that is really an amazing movie. So the poster for Loki is something different, and what I really like, the golden color that Loki is associated with throughout the MCU. Even here it shows kind of a vault. At the same time it is a clock. We know that part, as Loki is interfering with different timelines, he's interfering with different parallel universes and other stuff, which we'll get to know when we watch the series, which I am really excited for. So yes, the green dominance in the title, with a golden touch to it, it elevates the whole experience of just looking at the poster. These combinations are spread throughout the Loki series as well, green and golden. A lot of green would have just I think ruined the effect and heavily associated Loki with the earlier norms of the witches, but using of golden shows that he is godly and he has class, and that he is dealing with some precious stuff, not just creating havoc, but he's dealing with time, and time is the most precious thing ever. Wow. So we had typography, we had color, and we have the compositions. So what we discussed as till now was what has been done. Now I think the most important aspect to discuss is why things have been done, because once we see this we can obviously recreate it, but coming to this conclusion was the difficult part. And as I always say, and I believe this thing, that design is not an end product, it's a whole process that you go through it. And I'm pretty sure for this Loki title there were hundreds, not if thousands of options were available to the Marvel team. What is a good poster? What is a good design? A design is basically a means to communicate to the end user. A good design is anything if it communicates the right thing that you wanted to say to the end user, then that's a good design. Now here, what the designers have done absolutely beautiful and amazing is that they incorporated the personality of Loki into the title itself, and that is not an easy thing to do, since we know Loki is all about changing shapes, and in this particular series he's in different timelines and he's trying to fix those timelines, and he might be having multiple forms, and there might be multiple Lokis in the series. We don't know, we have to see that. But what the designers did, they took all these aspects, everything, all this information, and they poured it in that logo, and that is amazing thing to do. Anyone who goes through the teaser or the trailer for the Loki series, you cannot help but notice how the font, how the title keeps changing. It is a nod to the fact that we are not sure what's happening. A lot of things, you could believe something, but maybe it's not true. The most enjoyable thing for me when I was going through the title was this, that I cannot trust what's real and what's fake. Because if I focus on a letter and it changes, then it was never meant to be that letter. So that really intrigues me and excites me to know what it is, and I think we'll find it out once we see the series. And I really hope you got something out from this video. We discussed a lot of things, so we could use these elements and these techniques and tips in our own work and create better work out in the world, so that the whole world has better designs and everyone can enjoy through it, because I don't think any other logo could have done justice to Loki series, and this is just perfect. Even when I was going through the title and everything, I got really excited just by analyzing it, because now I know one more thing in my design knowledge to use it and create better designs out there. and I think really the world needs good design. The world needs great design, because design is everywhere and you cannot ignore it. We might not be aware of it, but we cannot simply ignore it. I hope you liked the video, and if you have any suggestion, any tips, or anything else would you want me to break down, so leave that in the comment section. Also, I'm also new and I'm just being comfortable with the camera right now, so there was a lot more things that I wanted to talk about, but I am trying to keep it short. So if you have any queries, suggestion, tips for me, or anything else, just let me know. You can also DM me on Instagram, and catch you in the next one. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye. Wow, his hair, my god. I think I should have opened my hair for this video. No, it would have matched. Shit.